Good morning. So before I go in for a few business meetings that I've got today that I'm excited about, I wanted to have a little bit of a chat with you about the 10 areas of health and wellness, because I still find there's so many people that just focus on a couple particular components, but we as human beings, we're so complex and there's so much more to health, to weight loss, to mental emotional health, to spiritual health, to all of it than meets the eye. And so that's why I always coach with my clients on what I call the 10 areas of wellness. So I wanted to be a little bit of a reminder today of what those 10 are. And over the coming weeks, I'm going to give a few free tips away for each one of the 10 areas. So let's just quickly run through what they are. So number one, let's start with the ones that people know the most. Movement being really important. We're not designed to be sedentary. We're not designed to not move. It's a part of life. Like even how our internal systems work, we need movement. So there needs to be a movement component to health. Nutrition. Clearly, it's an area that human beings are just so confused on. We're the only animals on the planet that are confused about what we should and shouldn't eat. So that needs to be discussed. Breathing. It's a key element because without breath, we die. It's pretty simple, but we don't understand the magnitude of what breath means for the body. So it has to be one of the 10 key areas of health, because if your breath is out or you're experiencing breathing issues, it's going to have a ripple effect through your health. Stress is another major key component. Stress being the number one cause of all diseases, ailments, and problems that we experience. So we have to address stress. I tie in thoughts and emotions in together. So thoughts and feelings in together into one area, because generally speaking, what we're thinking leads to how we feel. So the two components roll in together, and our thoughts and feelings create our reality. So if we're not addressing our mind, if we're not addressing our emotions, we're missing major components. And I see today, with there being so much talk about mental and emotional health, yet suicide rates are the highest they've ever been, especially for men. So it's really important that we talk about this. That leads into relationships, the relationship with yourself, the relationship with your partner, your children, your family, your friends, your work colleagues. All of these relationships have massive impacts on your life. Sleep, major key component here, guys. Sleep. We're missing that. You're missing huge elements of health. So I'm going to talk about that as well. Hydration, big one. Like, we clearly need water, but once again, really confused about how much we need, what types of water that we need, how water actually impacts the body. That's another key component. I tie in work and finances together into one component as well, because generally speaking, for most people, what they do for work impacts their finances and vice versa. But because money is a part of our primal needs, it's a part of our base chakra, it has massive impacts on our life. And then number 10 being what I call being true to yourself. And that's something I'll talk a lot more about. So if you're missing one of those key 10 elements of healthcare, then you're not seeing the big picture. And truly, the human body is like a big puzzle piece, and we're putting all of the pieces together to see the full picture. And that's what we want to do. And it's all unique for everyone, because there's no two people on the planet that are the same. So you have to find the blueprint that works for you. And that's what I really love doing. So that just a quick one today, guys, just to touch in. There's 10 areas that we're going to look at over the coming weeks. And if you've got questions, hit me up, because I want to hear from you.